This is my 30-second video, and this is all about an average, typical, perfect day. To give you a bit of an idea of how I'm spending my time and what it's like having terminal cancer and thinking about how to spend your time. So one thing is, because I've got terminal cancer, there's not a lot of future left, possibly 6 months. I can't believe that, but that's how long most people in my situation live, basically, from this point on. So yeah, it just sounds insane to even be saying it, but that's the fact, unfortunately. People in my situation, the cancer usually does spread, and it's then fatal. So today was a typical day, but it was also a perfect day. I'm trying to have as many perfect days as possible. Today was just me and my son at home. There was meant to be a big typhoon hitting Tokyo and heavy rain all day, but well, at least rain off and on all day. That didn't happen. The weather was kind of okay. So we stayed at home, and in the morning we did some mathematics together, teaching my son about measurement, length, volume, that kind of thing, and also some data handling. So we did Venn diagrams today. And then after that we watched the documentary, episode 1 of a documentary series called Cosmos, presented by Carl Sagan. I think it was late 70s, maybe early 1980s. One of the best science documentary series ever made. Absolutely first class. It's on DVD, get it from Amazon. You can really do yourself a lot of favours by watching that. Episode 1, the first half is an imaginary journey through space, looking at all the types of things that are in the cosmos, the different types of galaxies and stars and pulsars and nebulae. And the second half is all about the emergence of science, particularly about he tells this, the presenter Carl Sagan, who was also one of the writers, he explains about how the Earth was first measured about 2,200 years ago, using just sticks and pacing and simple measuring equipment, and the scientist was able to measure the Earth to within a few percent. He measured the circumference of the Earth because he realised that by looking at the difference in the shadow length between 2 points that were known distance apart and that were quite far apart, so there would be some difference, he realised that therefore the Earth must be curved. If the Earth was flat, then all the shadows would be the same length at any different place at the same time. And he could work out the curvature, so he took 2 places that were about 800 kilometres apart, and he worked out the curvature as being 7 degrees between these 2 points. And he said, well, if the Earth is circular, 7 degrees goes into a circle about 51.5 times, I think, and therefore it's about 40,800 kilometres around the Earth, as you do 800 times 51 and a bit, and that's very, very accurate, very close to the real number. That was 2,200 years ago, and now we've measured it with satellites and aeroplanes and all these technical devices, and I found that that scientist was pretty accurate. So it was a lot of fun watching that. And then we had lunch, so we just got some takeaway curry from the local Indian restaurant, and in the afternoon we spent the afternoon programming. So we we're using a language called Scratch, which is a programming language for children. It's made at the Media Lab at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology in America, Technical University. And Scratch has a lot of problems, but generally it's quite good. It's a lot better than nothing. And we made a couple of programs that were for a magazine called The Magpie. So we did those, and then we expanded the programs, added things to them. And then we started making an adventure game where you can walk from location to location and pick up keys and that kind of thing. So it was a really good day, and didn't require much effort. But I'm trying a lot harder to have those kind of days where everything's perfect now, because I know my days are probably very numbered. And also, I'm always trying to think, what can I do that's going to be good for my son in the future, not just for him to have a good memory, but will actually help him for the future. He's 7 years old, or 7.5. So what can I do to help him? So that's it, really, my average perfect day. And obviously because I have terminal cancer, I can't put things off to tomorrow. So I can't say, well, I'll explain that one day, or oh, let's do that sometime in the future, because I probably don't have a lot of future. I am absolutely fighting to live longer, even fighting to cure the cancer if that's possible. If I can live a bit longer, then a cure may come along. You may just be able to hear the rainfall outside. There's a typhoon that's just approaching. It's just going past Tokyo. And that's torrential rain outside. Might not pick up the mic on the mic because the mic's pointing at me. But anyway, if you can help me out, please donate at matthewdons.org. That's MATTHEWDONS.org. The donations make such a big difference. They really do. And every time someone donates, that inspires other people to donate. It keeps the fundraising campaign active. So if you can donate at matthewdons.org, please do. And then please tell people you've donated and why, if possible, because that also makes a huge difference. Thank you for listening. More videos coming soon.